but I've studied a lot of different areas at different times, different seasons, So
Yeah, there's just so many misconceptions about soteriology that I was fed with lordship, and like you had to have holiness and all this other garbage. And I was horse fed that, and then I was a product of that, and I was even against you pretty you know um pretty actively. I was against you at one time. I mean, SFT as well. I was actively against him. So I do know people. I mean, if I came into more of the grace oriented understanding of the gospel, maybe other people can too.
yeah, well, the thing is that I think the reason that you come on so strong is because you are looking for truth, and you basically think,
Yes.
okay, if the truth is out there, then it's going to knock me down. And you basically think,
Yes.
okay, if the truth is out there, then it's going to knock me down. And once
Right.
I see that it has the greatest explanatory power, that's what I'm going to embrace.
That's exactly right, and that's how I approached it. That I don't want to. I'm going to say something that
And
might
that's why I'm
piss
not
people.
afraid to debate anybody. That doesn't mean I'll
Right.
do good against everybody, but I'm not afraid of the truth.
And that's I'm going to say something that might piss people off, but maybe I even sometimes took a position tentatively and actually put myself like, or I identified as as that position just to test it and see, and like I'm gonna like marinate in that position and see how well do people how do they fit up to this, and how well, and I test things out. That's exactly what I was doing. And people
Yeah.
take it as flip-flopping, but to me it's just testing it out, testing the waters. And grace, by far now, I think
Well, I
is
test things out all the time, but I'll tell people I'm testing it out.
and that's what I should have done. Yeah. So that's where I kind of did it sneakingly, but that was just I think an error in my flesh or whatever. But that is sort of what I was going with all these things. Oh yeah, it's I. But remember, whenever I was what they called flip flopping, I was giving arguments for my change too. I think that was the whole point.
Well, I mean, that's the whole thing is you can go back to the very beginning of your whole journey, and you could pull out all the stuff that you did. You could, number one, you could review it if you wanted to, but number two, you could actually cut out each one of those lectures and resources that you did, and you could categorize that stuff, and that stuff is still valuable because
Yeah.
what you did was you constantly exposed people to new authors, new information, new ideas, you know
Right.
and
My. Yeah.
so I mean, you're not leaving any stone unturned.
I was testing the validity of a lot of these positions, and I would just sometimes, identify as one just to see it, and yeah, I mean, now I'm past that though. I think I learned basically all different sides and understandings of it, and grace to me is absolutely
Um,
the the position that is you can't, it's irrefutable or whatever. I
let
think was
me
what I'm looking for, yeah, but
let me run some psychology, sociology by you as I use for illustrations and stuff. Type into your computer the term identity foreclosed
you look at, okay, identity for clothes.
and share it on the screen whenever you come up. It should bring up different categories, but that's the one that I remember. The others I can't remember exactly. I mean, I know lots of different theories and buzzwords where I could search stuff, but
Identity foreclosure.
let's see if it comes up with the different views of identity. It should be in the same discussion as identity foreclosed. I can't even remember the theorist.
Identity foreclosure happens when someone accepts without question the values, skills, goals, and overall worth someone has assigned to them. This often happens in young people hearing from teachers, parents, and peer groups.
Right. So take identity foreclosure and then put next to that types of identity. Don't erase foreclosure. That should bring up more stuff.
There we go.
Types of identification. Yeah. All right. 4 types. Scroll down. 4 types of identity.